In 1948, 85% of the Palestinians living in the areas that became the apartheid state of Israel were expelled from their homeland. More than 500 Palestinian villages were depopulated and later destroyed to prevent the return of the refugees. Today, there are a total of 7 million Palestinian refugees dispersed throughout the world, the largest and longest-running refugee problem yet unresolved. 63 years later, Israel continues to occupy and colonize Palestinian land through the construction of Jewish-only settlements and the wall in the West Bank. The Gaza Strip has been turned into one large prison. Israel violates international law and commits ongoing war crimes and crimes against humanity. And Palestinians abroad are the world's oldest refugee population, making up more than 1/4 of all refugees. This year, in the backdrop of Arab revolutions, Palestinians decided to mark Nakbah Day not as a commemoration of their ongoing dispossession, but as a day when they will enact their own right of return. Thousands of Palestinians in Syria and Lebanon attempted to cross the apartheid border of Israel. Tens were successful, and tens were murdered by Israeli forces in cold blood. In Montreal, the Palestinian community and supporters of their human rights marched 1,000 strong down Saint Denis Street this May 15th to educate Montrealers on their plight. CUTV had the chance to speak to organizers of the demonstration, survivors of the Nakbah living in Montreal, and Mohawk warrior Clifton Nicholas, who was there to open up the procession.
We decided to organize this to show our solidarity with our brothers and sisters in Palestine. They called for this intifada, and this is our obligation to comply by it, and because it's our intifada as Palestinians all around the world. We are here to commemorate the 63rd anniversary of the Nakbah, obviously, but also to highlight the fact that this is an ongoing Nakbah. It's been going on for the past 63 years. We want a stop to the human rights violations. We want our right of return. As Palestinians, this is our obligation to walk together and to assert our rights and freedoms as Palestinians. The Palestinians have a right to start marching home because, as we can see, that all diplomatic attempts have been complete failures, have totally betrayed us, and people keep telling us negotiations. But what negotiations? Negotiations have proven to be only extensions of the imperialism of the Israeli imperialism and the complicity of the international community that has been supporting and backing Israel in every move. So Palestinians have every right to go back and walk back to their homeland. It is their country, it is their right, and nobody is going to do it for us. From the past 63 years, we have seen that nobody is doing this for us. We have to do it for ourselves, and this is what the Palestinians have done today. This is what they prove to the world. And obviously Israel will shoot, will kill. It's basically, for Palestinians, Israel is a killing machine. They want to strip us from our, like just this week we heard in the Haaretz that 140,000 Palestinians were stripped from their citizenship as Palestinians. This is not something that happened in 1948. This happened in the past 10 years. It's an ongoing Nakbah, and again, nobody's going to do this for us. We have to do it for ourselves.
On the 12th of July 1948, Ramle fell to the Haganah, the Israeli forces, and we decided to stay. But the captain who actually conquered Ramle was Captain Rabin, who became later on the Prime Minister. He received orders from Ben Gurion to evacuate all that area, Lidda, Ramle, and so on, because they considered as a military area, and no civilians were allowed to stay there. So we were forcefully, ethnically cleansed from Ramle. You know, Palestinians, they never forget. We haven't forgotten Palestine, and we will still continue struggling and fighting until we win our freedom back. With the right of return should be recognized by everybody. This is a basic human right for all mankind.
As a native person, we've suffered the same injustices as the Palestinians have. In fact, we're at a state that Palestine will be in if they don't continue to resist in 300 years. We've been so beaten down by the colonial state of Canada and their fathers, Britain and France, to the point where we're having a hard time surviving as a people. I think it's important for me as an Indigenous person who believes strongly in standing up for their rights and who they are as a people and as human beings to be here today and show solidarity for my brothers and sisters from Palestine, because their cause is my cause. It's the same stuff, and I believe strongly that we have to bridge those gaps between our people, and that we should stand together and make one voice, the voice of the people who don't have the voice. Well, to recognize that where they are is in my homeland, and that that this land has never been stolen, and that we as the Indigenous people here welcome them with open arms, as we had welcomed the European settlers with open arms. That didn't mean that we asked them to come here and take it all from us, because we are told that you can't own anything. This is beyond us. What we have here, what we're standing on right now, what's around us is beyond us, because when we die, we'll never take it with us. That's our understanding. There's no such thing as property, but at the same time, there's such thing as territory, and there's such thing as respect. And I think a lot of times when new immigrants come to this country, they're not educated in a proper manner. They're not told that this is originally native land. All they're told about are the fictitious founding fathers or founding nations, which is England and France. And it's not true. Because if it wasn't for the native people, these people would never have survived in this wilderness, in our world. So yeah, we're here to show solidarity with them, and they have to show solidarity with us, because at the end of the day, we're both on the same end of that stick. We're both reviled peoples.
I never lose hope.
Okay.
Yeah, we want to live in peace, but peace with equality, with human rights for everybody. Anybody who wants to stay in Palestine is welcome to stay.